All right, what is going on, my dudes? Working on a bit of a new setup right now, so I'm still trying to figure out what to do with the webcam. So right now, this view might be a little bit different than what you're used to, but we're gonna work with it today. But we have war number, I want to say 5. Is this war number 5? War number 5 in the season. A bit of an easier one. I think we actually do have 8 fights this war. I was supposed to have 7. I did some cleanup on another fight, so we're going to jump into it today. But up first, we have a relatively simple Path 9. Now, I have an Arcus and the Black Widow to the origin. I am a little weary of that Black Widow because of what happened to Hercules in the prior war. If you haven't seen that one, go check out the war prior to this first. No spoilers, all right? But this Arcus on 9, I've taken this fight many times in the past with Ghost. Ghost is my favorite option here without a doubt. I feel very safe fighting Arcus with Ghost, especially on Path 9 or Node 49, right? Basically, you want to get to the special 2, and then essentially, the fight is over, okay? So yeah, so that's basically Arcus right there. Up next, we have the Black Widow Deadly Origin. I do want to be very careful of that special 2 in this fight. Just any of her shocks in general. The thing is, I believe this fight does have the Power Focus 1. Yeah, Power Focus 1. So she's going to be throwing that special 1 a couple of times, and what that does is that activates her, evade mechanic. Now, Ghost is not going to get evaded by her as long as you don't, play like a silly goose. So, don't hit her when she's not stunned using Ghost. Don't hit her when you don't have the passive precision and she's not stunned, right? But yeah, basically I'm just taking this fight kind of slow here. It's going fine. Here comes that long-winded special 1, but at this point we actually got hit by it, right? But at this point we have 2 passive furies, and that is going to be it. All right, so we got through Path 9, all well and good, and up next we're taking the shared mini, right, as well. We have the Thor Rags coming up, and yeah, so this is also a fairly simple fight. He does have his auto block mechanic. That's something to keep in mind, right? There's power bond, so draining his power is going to be a little more difficult, but also there's, a hazard shift here. So the options for a hazard shift are quite minimal. Ghost is the best option here. I got auto block there. I thought that it used to be where Ghost can just, play like normal and not have to worry about him, but I guess I haven't fought a Thor Rags with Ghost for quite a while. So yeah, we got a little parry there. It's totally fine. We got through it. Doesn't really matter. All right, let me get the next one set up. 1 second. All right, so this was actually one of the first wars where I didn't have to take a domino on Node 25. So we have Mr. Fantastic here. Great placement for Mr. Fantastic. Lots of debuffs. The more debuffs that the opponent puts on you, the higher chance that they're going to go unblockable, right? So Mr. Fantastic, Spider Ham, 2 really top options here, because every time they activate pretty much any champion who's going to place debuffs on you with their special attack, because there's also the node that puts the armor break and the heal block on you. And when you attack Mr. Fantastic, as you can see, I got the little 1, right? So yeah, at this point, we're just kind of taking this fight kind of slow here. He's down to 40% health. This is my buddy Killshot, by the way, so hey dude, if you're watching this, I just realized I didn't even realize I fought your defenders. But yeah, so we're just taking this one slow. We're unblockable for a lot of this too, because Moleman's going to be shrugging everything off. We ate a special 1 here. So at this point, I saw he was just about dead, and I said to myself, all right, I'm going to be using Moleman again. I don't want to use potions, so here, I just kind of let the willpower healing do its thing. So I kind of just spent a minute, messing around, just to heal back up low. I healed up to 91% health, which is definitely better than using 2 potions for that, right? So yeah, got through that fight. Now up next we have this Psycho Man here. Said he built up unblockable, crumbling armor, and also we start with the heal block debuff. So I haven't fought this guy too much on defense, and I didn't know how his concussion is going to operate with Ghost. So I said, you know what? I was going to take this with Ghost, but then I thought to myself, I'd feel better taking it with Moleman. And no matter how many times I fight this node, it could be a billion times, I will always forget that they're going to start unblockable when you're running the Suicide Mastery. So I started at around 50% health, which is annoying. I ate a full combo. Definitely really annoying, man. I've done that literally every single time I have ever fought on this node. Every time. And I fought this node a bunch since the change where they go unblockable. So it's happened to me literally every time. Hopefully this is now the time, since I'm saying that and pointing that out and making a joke about it. Maybe now I'll remember that going forward, because I haven't, made war videos for a bit. So hopefully now that this moment will stick in my brain. But yeah, here also, don't even know what happened there, man. I went to block and I just ate a combo. Probably my fault. Could have been a dropped input. I would bet it's my fault though. I don't know. Regardless, doesn't matter. We got through the fight just fine. Yeah, that was a fine fight. And then up next we have Void. So we've taken Void on 39 many times with Ghosts in the past. And also I realized I have a tech boost on. I put a tech boost on for Psycho Man, actually. And then I decided to go with Ghost because I didn't know, like, you know, what Psycho Man would do on defense, you know, too predictable, right? So I said, let me just go and nuke him down. But then I said, Moleman, right? But yeah, this Void fight, done it many times. It's like clockwork at this point. Got it down to a science, no pun intended, because he's a science champion, right? But yeah, overall, quick and easy fight. There we go. That's going to be it. And now that was, you know, all fights I was supposed to take. And then up next, we have a fight that I was not supposed to take, and that is, let me get it set up real quick. Here we go. So this bishop here, we sent a Quake here, had a bit of a mishap. Safeguard, right? There weren't really any good options left for this bishop, and you know, Steve messaged me and he's like, we got to figure something out for bishop, and I was like, all right. We'll do this. So yeah, it's pretty much going to be just a very long fight here with Ghost, right? Because Ghost can get around his incinerates. That's going to be a big thing, right? So I felt confident getting through this fight with Ghost. It may not be the cleanest fight, but as you can see, even when you parry, right, all regen effects are like, was it 100% increased here? So that includes willpower healing. You ate a little bit of a combo here. It's fine. You know, doing special attacks is not going to do anything for us here because at most he can lose 1% health from us. So at this point, I took a combo. I ate the end of that special attack. I was like, this is not going how I planned. So now I'm taking it slower. I'm getting back in the groove. I'm going for my special 3, going to reset the battlefield. I want to try pushing him to special 2s because those are going to be, you know, less hazardous for me to fight, right? On the block, less hits on the block. Also, he's not going to have the, you know, incinerate aura up as well. So at this point, I see he's at 19% health. I say, okay, if I can land 19 more mediums, this guy is dead. He's not throwing his special 2. He's just not doing it. So here I'm at 66% health. That took off about 9% health, okay? So that was quite a bit, right? It was a bit of block damage, no doubt about it. But I said, okay, I could eat like 6 more of those. So I definitely feel confident going into this fight here, you know, for the rest of this fight. At this point, I'm going to go for the special 2, actually, because it is 3 hits. So I say, all right, it's going to be 3%. So if I go for another special attack when he's down to like 3 or 4% health, the special 1, that should just about do it, okay? So at this point, I'm building up 1% health. There we go. Got him down. When in doubt, ghost it out. That's my motto, all right? So yeah, that was definitely not an ideal fight, but we got through it. Do you guys want to see something really cute? We're just hanging.